Hi everybody, welcome to episode 3 of Masculine Mondays. It is Monday, March 11th, and I'm here to bring you another masculine card for a birthday card. This one is going to be using the Hey Chuck stamp set, and this is a very cute set. It's got the different kinds of roosters, chickens. I love this little guy with the little boxer shorts, and this little one, he looks like he's a crowing. And then there's a little picket fence and a skateboard, a little fat chicken. They're just so cute. And the sentiments on this say, you rule the roost, rise and shine. It's your birthday. You've got something to crow about. And then there's a little birthday cake. This set comes with dies. And in the dies, you got a little sun. You got a little weather vane. The little fence that will cut out the fence. And all these cut out the different roosters. This cuts out the little cake. Okay. And this is a cling mount set that has the foam. So it's a really nice set. So that's one of the sets we'll be using today. And I've got all my stamps already mounted on blocks. We are going to be using the dies from the Thoughtful Expressions, which is this, but we're going to be using these label dies to make the front of the front of the card. So set that over here. One little stamp from the Cutest Cows. We're going to be using the little blades of grass. I want to put some little grass on my underneath my little rooster on the inside of the card. So there's that. Then we're going to be using Memento Black and that little bit of Granny Apple Green. We're going to be using our Stampin' Blends to color our images. The paper we're going to be using today is called Rock and Roll, and it is a really good set for the men. I'll show you the papers that it has. We're going to be using, the only piece I have left of this one here is what we're going to be using today, and it looks like a shattered countertop. It looks what it looks like to me, a granite countertop. And then it's got the black and white stripes. That's the one we're going to be using today. But these are the other papers that it comes in. And that's one. And that's the front. And then this is the back of that one. This is the front and the back. And the front and the back. They all have pretty much a pattern on one side and then a slightly just mellow pattern on the back side. Then this is one, and then it has the guitars, hence the rock and roll. And then this is the front and the back of that one. So these are good masculine papers to make your masculine cards with. That aside, and then like I said, this is the one we're going to be using, and this is the way our card is going to be. This is the envelope. We always want to do an envelope. It's going to be a fun fold where it opens like this. Okay, so I'm going to set that up there so that I can kind of see it and go from there. Okay, so then we're going to take, I've made a little template so you can kind of see what we're going to be doing. Okay, we're going to cut this. I can't remember the dimensions. Hold on, let me find my paper. This paper is going to be cut at 5 1/4 by 12. So we're going to take our paper trimmer and bring it in here. And this is already a 12 because it was a 12 by 12 piece of paper. So we're going to cut it at 5 1/4. So find your 5 1/4 out. Let's see if you can see that. Right there's 5 1/4. So then we're going to take and slice that off like that. Okay? And that's this right here is gonna be scrap. Okay, we're still gonna need our paper trimmer again, but we're gonna do some measuring first. Okay, so, oh, I forgot, we need to score. We need to score this, and we're gonna score. We're gonna score at 2 inches. Okay, there's 2 inches. And when you're scoring on DSP, which is Designer Series paper, okay, hold on. I'm backwards. I like to be able to see we're creatures of habit. Okay, so here's the 2. And we want to make sure you use your scoring blade. But with DSP, you're going to want it not push quite as hard as you would with cardstock, because it's a little bit thinner, because you'll tear your paper. So then we're going to cut or score at 2 and 4. And if you want to do the, you can either flip your paper around and do it at 2 and 4 again, or you can pull your arm out on our paper trimmer and do it again at 8 and 10. So we're gonna bring this out to 8 inches and score lightly, and then score at 10. But like I said, you could turn your paper around and do 2 and 4 again if that makes it easier for you. But it's nice that our paper trimmer has the extendable arm to where you can go clear out to 17 and I think it's like 17 and a half inches, but 17 is plenty big enough for anything that we would probably do with card making. So that's the thing of our paper trimmer. We'll still be needing it one more time. So I'm gonna set it where it's handy. And then with this, we are going to mark our paper. We need to measure down, and this is, we're gonna measure down 2 1/4 inches, okay, from the top. So right there's the top. Line that up, and then right here's 2 1/4. So I'm gonna put a mark. I'm gonna do it with a silver pen. Maybe you might be able to see it a little bit better. Just very lightly. And then do that again on this side at 2 1/4. And I chose this little silver pen because I thought it would blend in enough that you might not even notice it. Okay, so, but you can see where I did on my template, we're gonna cut this, and we're gonna cut to this score line, to that little mark, okay? So let's bring our paper trimmer back in. And like I said, these lines are gonna be very hard for you all to see because it's such a dark paper and a busy paper, but I can see them, you know, see them here. So I'm gonna line up that with the top of that score line and that little tick mark. So there's the score line, and it's in the track. I mean, I can barely see it with this busy paper. But there's that, and we're gonna bring our cutting blade down, and we are gonna cut. Okay? And don't throw this away, because we're gonna need that. Okay? So then we're gonna bring this one around, and there's that little tick mark, and I can feel my score line better than I can see it, even. I'm gonna try to score that just a little bit better so I can see it just a little bit better. I was so afraid to push that to tear my paper that I barely got it where you can see the score line. So I'm gonna try that. I should be able to see that now. Okay, yeah, I can see that good. Okay, so we're gonna line up our little tick mark here with this and this score line. So there's our tick mark in the track, and there's our score line in the track. Okay, and then we're gonna cut. Okay, and then, like I said, don't throw these away because we're gonna need them. Okay, so then we are done with our trimmer for now. Okay, so then we are gonna take, and this middle score line, we're gonna fold this in, okay, and then bring this one back. See how that goes? And then we're gonna bring this one in and this one back. And it's kind of making a gatefold. And I'm gonna use my bone folder to crease these down good. Pull that out just a little bit. Okay. And see, we could do this the other direction if we wanted to where the black was on the outside, you know, on here. But then we're gonna take our little triangle pieces and we're gonna fit them like this right here. See how that goes? Okay. So now let's get our glue. And we're gonna put some glue on this. Okay. And then we're gonna glue it right down to this corner. Okay. Right to this corner. This looks like it would be complicated, but it really isn't. If I can do it, anybody can. So there's that. Let's press that down. Get that pressed down really good. Now we're gonna take our other corner and it's gonna go like so, okay? Okay. And bring that out this way so it's, and then line it up. That's what I like about the liquid glue. It gives you some wiggle room there. You can get things straight before you press them down. But once you got it down, then you just press it down. So, voila, there's that, okay? Now we're gonna do our decorating, okay? So that's got that part. That's the hardest part. We got that, that part done. So that's our card base, okay? Then we are gonna take, I'm gonna put my glue up. And we have got a piece of white here that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Okay, of our basic white. And we are gonna stamp our chicken on that. Wait. This is for the inside. This piece here is for the inside. So we're gonna stamp this chicken on that one, okay? And we're gonna use our memento. I always get myself confused. I get nervous when I'm getting ready to do these videos. Imagine that. But y'all won't judge me too bad, will you? I hope not. So this is gonna go down here in this corner. Okay. Stamp that down. and then bring it right back up, and we've got our chicken. I don't know if I think I'd rather that be down just a little bit lower. So that's the magic of the paper. We got two sides. Let's turn it over and try again. And get that just a little bit lower on that so that there's more room to write. Get my head in your way so y'all can see my curls. There, that's it better. Okay, then let me get my Stampin' Chamois and clean that off. Clean my stamp. Okay, there's that one done. Okay, and then, let's see. Let's do our, I'm going to kind of show you how I colored him, but I need a scrap piece of white. We'll just use this other piece. Here's this scrap piece of white. We're going to pretend that's scrap. Okay. So we're going to leave that there. And then we're going to stamp our other chicken in the center of this. So, because we're going to die cut this one after we color it. Okay. Stamp that right in the middle of that so it's ready for the die cut. Okay. So let me clean that one. Okay. Let me close this up for now. And then let's bring in our green. And we are going to stamp some grass right underneath this little chicken. Like so. You don't have to always ink up, but that looks cute. Okay. So then we're going to do our coloring, and let's see. This one I'm going to color with you, and then this one I'll show you just a little bit of what we're going to do with it. Okay, the colors we're going to be using are Smoky Slate, and we're just probably going to use the light Smoky Slate. And then we are going to use Real Red. We are going to use, what is this one? Balmy Blue, Pumpkin Pie, and Daffodil Delight, okay? So those are the blends we're going to use. Okay, so now we're going to do our chicken first. So we're going to take the Daffodil Delight, and I'm just going to use, there's on the blends, there's a bullet tip and a brush tip. I'm going to be using the bullet tip because this is a pretty small image. When you're doing a bigger image, you might want to use the brush tip. But for most of what I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to be using the bullet tips on all of them. Okay, and this one is going to be for his little cute boxer shorts. I just think those are absolutely adorable. And you just kind of have to just kind of tap it in there because those little polka dots are going to be a different color. So there's that. And it's pretty simple. Okay, now we're going to take our Real Red and the bullet tip, and we are going to do his little polka dots on his little boxer shorts. They're going to be red. So cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so then we've got, this is our dark Real Red, and we are going to use that for our feathers. But we're just going to do this one kind of as a highlight here and there. So if it looks like I'm just kind of touching it in there, that's what I'm doing. Just barely touching it. That way it just gives it a little bit of highlight, because we're going to come back in with the light real red. So, and that's this one. So now we're going to color the rest of his little feathers in the light real red, and it kind of blends those two colors together. Okay. That's one thing. Last year we got chickens for the first time, and I love my chickens. They come up and they eat out of my hand. They peck the fire out of my hand, but I love them. They're fun. They're fun to play with. They hear my voice and they know they're going to get a treat, so they come running. So there's our feathers done on that one. And we would do the same thing on this one. You know, we're going to color the feathers, but I'm not going to, I've got this one, the Magica TV, I've done got one of those colored, so that way you didn't have to watch me color two chickens. So I can set this one aside right for a minute, okay? So then we're going to bring this one in, and right here on his eyes, I'm going to use the balmy blue, and I'm going to use the dark, and we're going to just barely touch his little eyeballs. That's his eyelids. He looks like he's just bored to death. So there's that. I'll try to hold it up to the camera so you can see it a little bit better. But here's our pumpkin pie. And we are going to use both colors of it. We are going to use the light first on his legs. Okay, and then on his beak. Okay, and then I used the dark pumpkin pie on his feet, so that they're just a little bit different color. Then his legs, and then these little, I don't know what you call those little things, that hang down from the chicken's nose. The rooster. So I'm going to do that, okay? So then we're going to come in with our light smoky slate, and we're going to use the bullet tip again. And what I want my chicken to be white and red, you know. So I want some shading. So I'm going to just come in like there on his neck, and then down here by his little shorts, and anywhere where there's a, you know, it doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit of shading. Just kind of tap it in there, but then that way he looks more like he's white, okay? And I'm going to bring that up so you can see it. Hope you can see that good. So that's my chicken for the outside of my card. And then, like I said, through the Magica TV, I've got this one already colored. But I do need to, I didn't stamp the grass on this one yet. Okay, so I'm going to come in and stamp the grass. Okay. And just kind of touch it in there. Looks good. Okay. I will make sure I got no green on that, so I'll end up sticking my white cardstock in it for sure. Clean this stamp off. Okay. And then on this one, we are going to put You've got something to crow about. That's going to go on the inside of our card. So let me get my, it looks like that little guy's just crowing. That's one thing we don't have. We don't have any roosters. We just have chickens. And we get the eggs from our chickens. And we like to eat the eggs, and which we get so many we can't even eat them all. We sell some. So there's that. You got something to crow about. Kind of got that a little crooked, but that's all right. I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to my card making. I like to make them as pretty as possible, but if I don't get it right, that's why they call it handmade, is because it's not ever going to be perfect. So this is going to go on the inside of our card. Let me get this put out of the way. So we've got a piece of basic black, and we're going to glue that to the inside. Okay. So that's going to go like so. Get it straight as you can. Okay, and then this is going to go in the center of that. And so you can see with our blends, they bleed through. So you want to use it on something that's going to have something on the back of it. Or if you're going to do it on the inside of your card, you want to have something, you have it thicker, you know. So there's that. That's going to go there. So there's the inside of our card. Okay, now this card needs to have a base, and it's to make it thicker. So it's got, I chose the Real Red, and it is cut at 5.5 by 4.25. So it's not your standard base, it's your standard size, but normally we would have an opening. So, but we're just going to put this on the underneath that. Okay, and we're going to take this and put this down here, and then we're going to center this up as best we can. I'm getting it crooked. I need to do it this way so I can see what I'm doing. And sorry if my head gets in your way. See all them curls I got going on. There we go. Now, we're getting close. Okay, so there's that part. Something there was wanting to stick. I don't know why. So there's that part. Now, we're going to bring in our, let's get these blends out of our way, because we're done with those. You'll definitely see I'm a messy crafter. I can't keep anything clean. Okay, we're gonna bring in our mini cut and emboss machine. And I think, yeah, here's my plates for it. And we are gonna need, what did I do with it? Right here. Our Thoughtful Expressions. And we're gonna need the largest of this one, and the next smallest, okay? That's gonna be for our chicken. So we're gonna need to cut this piece of red down, but I'll do that in a minute. Let's get our dies ready, our plates. So you're gonna need platform 1 and a cutting plate 2, and then you're gonna put your chicken down, and then we're gonna center our die, the second die. We're gonna put that on there, like so. I almost got him too high. And I'm gonna tape it down so it don't move. I use my Scotch Post-it note tape, because I don't want that to move. I want to be able to hold it in place. And then we're gonna make our sandwich and open our little machine up here and bring it over so I can reach it. Okay, and then we're gonna put this here and we're gonna run it through. Okay. Okay. And like I said, save these because you can reuse them several times. I'm not sure about how many times once the sticky goes off, but there's our chicken. And that's done with that die. Now we're gonna need to cut this down just a little bit so it goes through our mini machine here. And I'm gonna do about that big. That big looks good. Okay, and then we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna need our base plate 1, cutting plate 2, and then here's our largest die from that set. And my hands are always so shaky, y'all. Tape that down, because like I said, I'm so shaky. I'm afraid I'll get it crooked on there or something. It doesn't really matter, but you just use less cardstock that way. So now I'm gonna run that red through. If I can get it started here. There it goes. Oops, got something crooked. You don't want to make your machine struggle. There we go. Okay. So now we're done with our mini machine. Let's put that aside. And let's get this here. And save that tape again. And there's our other piece. Okay, so now I'm gonna get these dies put back in their container. That's one thing I've learned the hard way. You keep up with your dies, because otherwise they can get lost very easy. Okay, and these came off there. Let's put them back. Well, turn over there. There we go. There, now. Close that up, and we're done with that. Okay? So now we're done with our mini cut and emboss machine. And we've got our 2 pieces and our scraps. Okay? So now we got one more thing to stamp. And we're gonna say, "It's your birthday" on the front of this. So we need to bring our black back in. And get "It's your birthday." Okay. Perfect. Looks good. Okay. Clean the stamp. I always like to clean my stamps right away, because otherwise I'm so forgetful. I'd forget to clean them and put them away dirty or something, and then I'd end up messing things up. So let me close this up, or else I'll make a mess with it too. So we're done with that. And we're gonna put these together. And I use dimensionals on the chicken here. Let me get my take your pick tool. And there they are. There's some. So I use my take your pick tool for this. And okay. And there's that one. And then I like to put one in the middle so it doesn't sag in the middle. Okay, and then you can also use your take your pick tool to take the backs off. You just poke them and pull up. Okay, then we pick it up and we'll center this in the center of this red. And with this, don't ever throw these away because you can still use those too. Well, I'm thrifty. I want to use every bit of it that I can. So I won't throw that away. I'll save it for something else. Okay, then we're going to take this and we are going to put it on the front of our card. Okay, so the trick to this is you only want to put glue on the one side. Otherwise, you're going to glue your card shut. So we're going to put glue just on this side of our little chicken. See if you can see that. Just like that. Just on that one side. Just on that one side, we're going to put that glue down, and then we're going to glue it down. Just like that. Okay. And then that's our card. And it opens like this. And then I want to stamp a matching envelope. I'm going to get this one. And I did my chicken with the little boxer shorts. And I won't take the time to color this while I'm on camera because y'all have already seen how I did the coloring. But this is how I decorated my envelope. I just put one of the little chickens right there. And then I'll color it later tonight while I'm watching TV or something. But you can see, here's the envelope already done. Okay, so now I have my 2 envelopes. And I have 2 cards done like that. And then I thought I'd show you one where I got my inspiration from this card. I made this one earlier in the year, but this one could be for a woman's card or a kid's card, either one. But it opens, and it has pretty florals and pretty, looks like Easter paper almost. And there I decorated the flap of the card. So there's that one. You can see that one, and you can see the one we did today. Right here. Okay, there's that. And there's this one. I hope you like this card. It was a fun one to make. It was a little bit more complicated, but once you get it, it's not really hard at all. You have to just remember your measurements. And there's, like I said, I made me a template so that I would have it to go by. And it's really easy. I'll try to post a picture of this template. I'll make it a little bit better and post this on my blog. And you can go to my blog at Katie's Happy Stampers at blogspot.com, which is right here. But there'll be a link posted below in the YouTube video. And this is my March host code. And there will be a link to my shop in the description below. But if you use this host code in the month of March and you spend $50 in my store, you can get a free gift from me. I will send you something, a surprise gift in the mail. But it's $50 before shipping and taxes. And the host code is 2AA4Z6. Or is that a B? That's a B. B-U-V. It's a little B. So that's my host code. So you can click on that and shop with me. But like I said, there'll be a link posted underneath the video. And I'm going to double check that host code just to be sure. At my own writing, I don't know if that's a B or a 6, but I will post that in the description below as well, so that way you're sure as to what the host code is. So I hope you enjoyed this card, and I sure enjoyed making it. What else? That's about it. So I hope that you send this card to somebody and brighten somebody's day. And we call ourselves Katie's Happy Stampers because we like to send happiness one card at a time. So just get out there and make you some cards and have fun stamping. Have a happy day. Thank you and God bless. Bye-bye.